So today's class we will see equivalent wheel load factors. Okay, so this is according to the I can say that in the earlier days this is what exactly the procedure that we had followed. But these days we are having a different procedure that I will be explaining it. So today's class we will be seeing about equivalent wheel load factors. Now this is your syllabus. So in this syllabus already we have completed up to stress criteria. We have already completed up to stress criteria. Now today's class we will be seeing the equivalent concept, EWL. Now please note, this procedure was devised initially by a person by the name MacLeod. Don't use the procedure here, another MacLeod method is there, that is also there. Please don't get confused here. So this procedure was initially devised by MacLeod, and according to this procedure, please note, a pavement thickness T, it is designed for a wheel load. It can support 1 million repetition. See, I am having a graph here. I am having a thickness. It can support 1 million repetition. Able to see here. It can support 1 million repetition. And if a pavement thickness can support 1 million repetition, then 1/4 of the pavement thickness, see, 1/4 of the pavement thickness is designed, okay, required to sustain 1 load application. I repeat, if one thickness can support 10 repetitions, 1/4 of the thickness, okay. So here if you look into it, this value, what is this value here? You can see here it has come somewhere close to 28 or something.
28.
28 by 4, how much it is? 28 by 4 is 7, right?
7.
So this 7 thickness can sustain 1 repetition. So 7, okay, whatever we have considered, here they have considered in terms of centimeters. So 7 thickness can sustain 7 centimeter can sustain 1 repetition of that load. So based on this method, MacLeod, he has designed this load for different values of load. I mean, you can see here the magnitudes of load he has considered: 2268, 2722, 3175, 3629, like that. So he has considered different magnitudes of load, and based on all these magnitudes of loads, he has determined what exactly will be he has developed this nomogram. So he has got a series of graphs. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a first method, first step. So in MacLeod, what did he do? According to him, he considered that, okay, he considered that if 1 million repetition can sustain like no 1 pavement thickness, 1/4 of its thickness can sustain 1 load repetition. Okay. Now, just a minute. I want to go to the next slide. Okay. Or to go to the previous slide. 1 minute. How do I go to the previous slide? Yeah. Okay. So now please note, now based upon this, okay, here according to this, please note here, we need the repetitions to failure. So in order to determine the repetitions to failure, are you able to hear me?
Yes,
ma'am.
To determine the repetitions to failure, he has considered a pavement thickness of 25 centimeter. To determine thickness to failure, he has considered a thickness of 25 centimeter, and for 25 centimeter, he drew a line. So what happens? For 2268, he will get one line here. Similarly, for next node also, he will get a line here. So like that, different values of V load. He drew the lines. So these numbers represent the repetitions to failure. So these are the repetitions to failure. Is it clear? I don't know how much it will be clear. So these are the
Yes,
nothing
ma'am.
but repetitions to failure. Now, once you get these repetitions to failure, okay, you can prepare. You can prepare 1 minute. Yeah. Once you prepare that, what you can do is once you please listen here. So you will be getting the repetitions to failure. So this is nothing but the values that are drawn from there. You can see that for each value of load, I have got the repetitions to failure. Here, I have got the repetitions to failure from all these things. Now, in order to find out equivalent V-load factor, what I'm going to do is, I am going to determine all the EWLF with respect to the load of 2 to 6. I'm going to determine the values of EWLF with respect to 2268. What I'm going to do this is, I am going to take, this is the first value, that is 105,000, okay, divided by 105,000 will give you 1. Similarly, so please understand this. A payment thickness, if the magnitude of for a payment, if the magnitude of load is less, it can sustain more repetitions. Am I right? Yes or no? For a payment, if the magnitude of load is less, okay, it can sustain more thickness or it can sustain more repetitions. So,
Yes, ma'am.
how do I get it? 105,000 divided by 50,000 is equal to 2. What does it 2 mean? See, 2 means 2722 is equivalent to 2268. So, if I can sustain 2268 kg of load, okay, once, I can sustain half of that number only when I am having 2722 kg of load. Is it clear? So, this means that 2722 is 2 times 268. Are you able to hear me properly?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. Why?
ಏನ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಾಗ್ಯದ
Are you able to hear me properly?
No, ma'am.
No,
Tell me
ma'am.
once again, ma'am.
Are you
Why is this breaking, ma'am?
Voice is breaking, ma'am.
voice is breaking?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Once again, explain, ma'am.
Is it clear now?
Yes,
Are you able to hear me?
No, no, no.
No, ma'am.
You're not
No,
able
ma'am.
No, no, no.
No?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Just a minute. Are you not able to hear me properly even now also?
No, okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can hear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Probably when I'm moving away from the screen, you are getting disturbed. Now, just a minute. I will just previous slide. Yeah. Please note here. See the concept of. Please note here. This is a concept of EWLF. What is EWLF? Equivalent V load factor. Okay. Now, please.
Yes, ma'am.
This concept was initially proposed by a person, MacLeod. Heard? All of you heard?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
According to this concept, if one pavement thickness can, only one pavement thickness can sustain 10 to the power of 6. What is 10 to the power of 6? 1 million repetition.
1 million.
Okay, one pavement thickness can sustain 1 million repetition. In that case, 1/4 the pavement thickness. 1/4 of the pavement thickness can sustain one repetition. So this is one repetition. Now, and how much thickness is required? So here, if the thickness is T, and here the thickness is going to be T by 4. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
See, 1 million repetition thickness in order to support T is the thickness that is required. Then
Okay.
the thickness, that is T by 4 thickness can sustain.
Yes, ma'am.
One repetition.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Naveen? Naveen, is it clear? Naveen was telling not clear. Is it clear? Naveen? Okay. Now, see, please listen here. So here it is going to be how much is the value here? You can see here.
25.
It is how much? 28. Am I right?
28. Yes, ma'am.
So how much is 1 by 4th of 28?
7.
7. So you can see here, 7 is the thickness. So for example, this point, it is 2268 kg load. For 2268 kg load, if 28 centimeter is required to sustain 1 million repetition, 7 centimeter is required to thickness support a repetition. So, like that, he did this experiment for number of loads, not just 2268. He did this for different values of load. So here you can see that. Here you can see that he did this for different values of load. See, here you can see 2268, 2722, 3175, 3629, like that. He did it for different values of load. For all these values of loads, he plotted a graph similar to that. Is it clear? So here you can see
Yes, ma'am.
2268, 2722, 3175, 3629, 4082, 4536, 499, 5442. From this graph, he estimated the repetitions to failure. How did he estimated the repetitions to failure? So, this is the repetition to failure. So, this is a repetition to failure. How did he get this value for this value? Okay, please look here. See, he drew a line corresponding to 25 centimeter on this line. So like this, he did, let's see it, all these graphs, he drew it first. Then he drew a line for 25 centimeter. And what happened? Please note here, what is the axis in the x-axis? It is in a log scale of repetition. It is in a log scale of repetition. And what did he do? He tried to take these values. See, for example, he has tried to take this value. This value will be corresponding to this magnitude of load, which is this magnitude 5443. Similarly, here he would have taken, and this is corresponding to the next line, that is 488, 4990, like that. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, based on this, he tried to plot a graph. He tried to tabulate these values. So these are the values that he got. Now, please listen here. Which load will be having a higher repetition? Please listen here. 2268 can sustain more repetitions, whereas if the magnitude is high, the repetitions will be more or less. The payment can sustain more or
Less.
less. Am I right? So that is what exactly you can see in this table. Based on this, he tried to work out a value equivalent to 2268 by using this. Here you can see 2268, for that 105,000 divided by 105,000, it is 1. Like that, what happened? For example, 5443, what did we do? we try to put 105,000. This is common because I'm converting everything in terms of 2268. Every load I'm converting in terms of 2268. That is why I'm taking 105,000 here and divided by 1,000. Where is this 1,000 coming from? This is this 1,000.
Failure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is this one. Is it clear? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
if you find out these ratios, he found that they are having a pattern. 1, 2, 4, 8, 4.7, 8.2, 16.3, 32, 62, 105. This, he converted this to a term called as equivalent load factors, and he rounded off these numbers and put these numbers like this. What are these numbers? 1, 2, 4, 8,
4,
64, 128. So 128 is far away from 105, but he found that approximately it can be considered. 64 also is slightly away from, but 32 is same. Right? So these are the numbers he predicted with reference to these standard values of load. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now please listen here. In this table, now what are the things that you have to remember? During the examination time, you have to remember this V load value and ELF factors. You will be change these numbers randomly. They will eliminate 4082. Eliminate S. Sometimes they
Ma'am,
will eliminate
disturbance.
4082 or 4990. So you should be able to correlate these numbers with this equivalent load factors. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Once you do a problem, you'll come to understand. Now, what I have understood is like if I'm asking you to submit the assignment, you don't want to. So please take a piece of paper and let us try to solve the problem. All of you, please take your notebook or whatever it is and come back and join for the meeting once again. I will come back in another 5 minutes time because already half an hour is almost getting over. So take a piece of paper and a calculator and come back and join the class. I don't want to give this as a homework. Please do it then and here itself. Okay?
Okay.
ma'am.
Take a piece of paper, calculator and come back. Yes, I will join for the meeting after. By now it is 11:27 in my watch. So it will be 11:35. We will join back.